Straight up, I went to the movie theater tonight for popcorn. I also happened to see London Has Fallen. I like the popcorn. London Has Fallen is terrible, but beyond it being terrible, it's not bad. What I mean by that is that maybe one day I could see myself developing a guilty pleasure kind of love for this movie. If it's on Netflix and I have nothing to do at like midnight and I'm really bored, maybe I'll turn it on and have a good chuckle at how awful it is. It's that kind of movie. And honestly, I don't really feel like talking about how bad it is, but I feel like talking about something. So I'm going to do a comparison. Now I haven't done a comparison for a long time. I wanted to do so many comparisons when I started doing my comparisons and shit playlist. Just didn't do it, I don't know. But I'm going to compare London Has Fallen to what you think I'm going to compare it to. Another guilty pleasure sequel that plays out the exact same way as the original story does, except this time it's located in London. That's right, you guessed it. Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London. Yeah. If you don't know about Agent Cody Banks, first off, live a little. Second, it is a series of movies. By a series of movies, I mean there was 2 movies, and it's Frankie Muniz playing a teen spy. It's Frankie Muniz in his prime. So for this comparison, I'm just going to go through the bullet points of what I think we can all agree we all want to see in this very specific subgenre of movies. First, there has to be a lovable main character. Guilty pleasures work because no matter how stupid the story is or how dumb the execution of the filmmaking is, we love the character, or we hate the character so much that we love the character and that we want to spend our time with this character even though we're watching a shitty movie. And while Gerard Butler's character of Mike Banning in London Has Fallen and Olympus Has Fallen is cool, and it's pretty cool that he's like a little bit profane but like brave, and he's like Superman and he never gets hurt at all. He's cool, I guess, but he's no Agent Cody Banks. I mean, how do you even compare Frankie Muniz playing a teen spy that goes to summer camp, can't talk to girls, played the clarinet just to get in the band to talk to girls? Early 2000s. Where have you gone? But I guess on a more serious note, if you guys don't understand my intense love for the teen spy Agent Cody Banks, I'll also say it in serious terms for all you people that like serious things. Mike Banning isn't a patriot. He's a loyal dude, and he's a murderer. Like, he doesn't kill for like political justifiable reasons. He just kills because those people are on the opposite side. He's basically saying, you started it, so I'm going to kill 100 of you. He's a murderer. I don't like him. Also, he has like a sneaky Irish accent that comes out every once in a while because Gerard Butler is Irish and isn't really good at having an American accent. Can you really trust a guy who has like a sneaky Irish accent and is a murderer? Not as much as you can trust a teen spy named Agent Cody Banks. Alright, time for my second point. Familiarity, and I guess what I actually mean to say is interplay. Because in a guilty pleasure movie, especially like a guilty pleasure events-driven movie, you want that kind of interplay between characters, because there's nothing more guilty pleasure-ish than like action taking place and then 2 buddies being like, hell yeah, high five. And while I can objectively appreciate the kind of buddy friendship that was in London Has Fallen and Olympus Has Fallen, it's a real relationship that I feel like a lot of people have, that kind of bro relationship, but not even bro, like they're men and they're like friends and like, yeah, they run together. In Agent Cody Banks 2, Destination London, you have Cody Banks and you have his handler Derek, played by the one, the only, Anthony Anderson. And Oh god, I'm getting so happy just thinking about it, because Cody goes to this academy for musical prodigies, and Derek has to like get his way in there, so he becomes like the chef. And again, I guess on a more practical level, the interplay is very comical in Agent Cody Banks 2. It actually is. I'm talking about Agent Cody Banks 2 in a very lovable way. I hope you appreciate that, because I love it. You take your typical Anthony Anderson early 2000s character, loud, obnoxious, terrifically funny. You pair him with Cody Banks, shy, neurotic, insecure, but also a badass. Put those two together, fireworks. Comic fireworks. The point easily goes to Agent Cody Banks, because the interplay in London Has Fallen, it's not interplay, it's just Gerard Butler saying funny shit and the president being like, politically correct thing to say at this moment. Ha ha ha. Next. Action, excitement. In a guilty pleasure, we're not looking for mind-blowing action. We're not looking for f***ing Indiana Jones movies. We're not looking for the f***ing Bourne Identity. We're looking for action that is passable and fun, and makes use of the environment in fun ways. And being that Agent Cody Banks 2 is like a low-budget teen spy movie from the early 2000s, this is where it's probably lacking. It uses the environment in a really fun way in the action, especially towards the end of the movie. There's the climactic fight battle between Cody Banks and the antagonist takes place like backstage at a music concert hall, so that's fun. But I gotta admit that London Has Fallen, the action was probably one of the few redeeming qualities of the movie. I actually really liked that the director wasn't afraid of going bloody. Like, Gerard Butler was like stabbing dudes, he was like snapping dudes' necks, he was shooting everybody. And there was one scene in particular where it was made to look like one continuous take while he was just like wrecking everybody. And that one shot alone probably redeems most of the action in the movie. So I do have to give it to London Has Fallen. And these last two categories are easy. Category number 4. Again, it's not like you're looking for mind-blowing effects in a guilty pleasure movie, but you're looking for something to look at and not be pissed off by. London Has Fallen does not have that. The trailers give that away. Look! Terrible! Doesn't even look close to being real. I'll concede that Agent Cody Banks 2 doesn't have good effects. It does have one scene where a dog is playing on a piano.
His dog was playing the piano. Pretty good for a dog. I mean, I'm not gonna go out and buy the CD.
That must have used some sort of technology. That means that it's better than the effects in London Has Fallen. Look at these terrible effects again. Easily Agent Cody Banks. And my last category. Jokes and quips about the British culture. This is my most specific category, because if I'm going to watch a sequel to a guilty pleasure movie that is the exact retelling of the original story, switch it up a little bit. Both these movies take place in London. Both of them are fun, action-related movies. British quips should be happening. Agent Cody Banks wins because Agent Cody Banks had those quips. London Has Fallen doesn't. London Has Fallen has like 5 quips in it. Like, damn, they should have realized that it's a silly movie, and it's not necessarily a good movie, so just, like, increase the quips. Just make it full-on Schwarzenegger 90s. It already has the insane aura of a 90s Schwarzenegger-type movie, where it's just cheesy as fuck. So why not just go there, add the quips, make fun of the British culture a little bit. Agent Cody Banks doesn't do that outstandingly well, but at least it does it a little bit. Agent Cody Banks wins. I'm tired of talking about this. Needless to say, I suggest that you go watch Agent Cody Banks 2. Just find it somewhere and watch it. And I guess also watch the first one too. The first one also has Hilary Duff. And as for London Has Fallen, for me it's gonna get a 3 out of 10, because I don't like it very much. If you happen to see London Has Fallen this weekend, comment below and let me know if you hate it as much as I did, or if you liked it. And let's have a conversation about that. If you've seen Agent Cody Banks, let's talk about how awesome it is. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really like having subscribers, and I really like talking to the people in the comments. So please do that. And on a positive side note, before the movie tonight, I saw a trailer for Demolition with Jake Gyllenhaal. Hadn't seen that trailer before. That movie looks f***ing outstanding.